NFL preseason is well underway, so I thought, hey, let's talk about a few topics, few trending news articles, maybe some new media stuff that I've noticed, and a few takeaways I've had from the first batch of NFL preseason games, plus a little Buffalo Bills rant at the end, just because I'm a little heated. All right, but let's kick it off with some preseason takeaways. Number one, let's talk about Cam Ward, man. Cam Ward is a gunslinger. Let's be serious. He looks NFL ready. Yet he's covered like a fifth-round quarterback. Explain that to me. Why does Cam Ward, as a number one overall pick, get no media coverage? Nobody talks about him, yet they talk about Shedeur Sanders like he was the number one overall draft pick. Meanwhile, we have a pro-ready quarterback in Tennessee that had an amazing NFL debut in the preseason. Cam Ward had a great debut for his first game as an NFL starter. I get it, preseason, cool. Showed me a lot. He is NFL ready. He was throwing with precision, accuracy. All his movements were done with intent. His reads, spot on. He was throwing with anticipation, which is really difficult to get at the NFL level, especially coming in as a rookie. Now, don't get me wrong. There were points during the game that you saw the college athlete in him and the areas of improvement. There was a throw down the left sideline, kind of level 2 ball, right to the receiver that in college it probably would have been a completion for a touchdown, but the DBs are just that much better. Change of direction is just that much better at the NFL level. Almost was a pick. So there are areas of improvement, but explain to me why Cam Ward is never talked about. You don't hear a peep about him in the media. Even the biggest pages, they don't talk about him. They don't care. Because Cam Ward isn't that rah-rah type of guy. Sticks to himself, very quiet, very humble, just gets the job done. And he's the quarterback of the Tennessee Titans, so nobody cares. But I'm telling you, he's an animal. Cam Ward is going to tear up the NFL. And nobody's ready for it. I'm pumped. I'm so happy for Tennessee. They've got their franchise guy. They can believe in him. Cam Ward to Calvin Ridley already looks like an elite connection. Looks like they've been playing together for years already. Calvin Ridley looks like he's happy. Looks like he's alive out there. I think they completed, 3 or 4 passes in the preseason game. Looked great. The timing on the routes looked great. There were a few really nice. There was an over route that was great. There was an out route that was just on the money. The anticipation. I mean, listen, Cam Ward, for not being talked about at all, for going number one overall and getting no media coverage at all, nobody even mentions him. It's like he wasn't even in the draft, to be honest with you. Like, they talk about him as like an undrafted quarterback. He's a dog. Cam Ward is an absolute dog. Stamp it. And I think he's got a monster career ahead. Now, I understand Tennessee isn't the best landing spot in the world. They haven't notoriously been a great team. They've had their runs with Vrabel and Tannehill, and there was a little excitement when they had King Henry and A.J. Brown. But it really hasn't been all that. I think Cam Ward could do it for them. I think he's their guy, and if they can surround him with a few pieces, man, there could be something special there. Wouldn't be surprised. But it does enrage me a little bit that we talk about all these other draft picks, right? Ted McMillan, Ashton Genty, Shedeur Sanders, Will Campbell, all these big-name guys, right, coming out of the draft. Will Johnson, all these like sleeper second round. Oh, wow, he's going to do it for this team. What about the number one overall pick? Nope. No. Come on. He's an animal. There's a reason Cam Ward went number one overall. Because he's like that. Because he deserves to be recognized as the most pro-ready quarterback coming out of the draft. I think the most impressive thing I saw in the preseason was his ability to immediately recognize what was going on, understand the coverage, and deliver the football, specifically to Calvin Ridley, of course, when he wasn't even breaking out of his route. He knew the timing, it was set up. It was like they had worked all offseason together, which I'm sure they did, on these timing routes. So Cam Ward didn't even have to second guess it. Got to the back of his drop, planted, boom, ball was out. Ridley breaks out. It's right there on the money. So, unlike the rest of the sports media, I'd like to shout out Cam Ward for his preseason job, which I'm sure is only going to get better, and then the regular season. We will watch him closely. We will talk about him all year because he deserves the love that all former number 1 overall picks have gotten that he doesn't get. All right, shout out Cam Ward. Big time debut from him. Expect even bigger from him moving forward as he adjusts and improves at the NFL level. Let's talk about the Saints. Again, another team that doesn't get talked about really because they're not good. That's how media works, right? If you're good, you'll get a little bit more coverage. If you're the Cowboys, you'll get coverage. If you're not and you're an irrelevant team, you ain't getting nothing. Saints preseason. Now, look, they're not making the playoffs. They're nowhere close. They're in a deep rebuild, arguably the biggest rebuild in the NFL right now. But let me tell you something. Tyler Shough, or was that Jameis Winston? Do my eyes deceive me? He threw a pick six and immediately after launched a 50-yard touchdown. That's excitement. That's entertainment for me. The Saints aren't a win-now team. Let me tell you that. They're not a win-now team. And their fans are realistic. My guy, NFL with AJ, he's realistic. He knows where they're at. He wasn't pumped up about the Tyler Shough pick. But hey, if that's all he's going to provide, if that's what this season's going to be, then let it be that. Let the quarterbacks air the ball out. I don't care if it's a pick six or a touchdown. Make it entertaining. Bring this franchise back to life. Take shots. Give guys the opportunity to go up there, get the ball, make a play. You got nothing to lose if you're the Saints this year. That's how you improve. Gain confidence in the room. Have fun with your football team. You just brought in Kellen Moore, first-time head coach who just won the Super Bowl with Philly. He's worked with elite offenses in the past. Last year, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Saquon Barkley, a dominant offensive line. Let's see what he can do without so much talent, without so much skill around him in the offense. He's worked with really elite quarterbacks, guys that produce on an efficient level. Let's see if he can coach up a guy like Spencer Rattler or a Tyler Shough. But all I'm going to say, when Tyler Shough threw the pick and then followed it up with that huge touchdown, that was Jameis Winston, who threw 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. That was 30 and 30 Jameis Winston. And I love it. I absolutely love it. And it excites me to watch the New Orleans Saints this year. I don't think they'll contend. Don't think they'll make the playoffs. But man, if that's what it's going to be, let it be that. Shout out Tyler Shough for honestly picking himself back up, going out there, responding like a dog. Good job. Good job, man. That's big time. That's big time. I'm pumped. Good for the Saints. Hope they keep things rolling. Hope Kellen Moore works out for them as a head coach. Don't know the kind of leader he'll be. Honestly, it's not in question for me. I just don't know who he is as a leader. Is he a leader of men? Can he assert the dominance in the room? Can he gain the respect of veterans in that locker room? I don't know. We'll see. But as an offensive mind, he's been pretty solid. His offenses have produced in the past. I am a little surprised he did get a head coaching gig, but that's what happens when you win the Super Bowl. Everyone wants your assets. Hopefully, Kellen Moore can get it done with the Saints and build them back up into a playoff team. Now, My guys. Let me take a sip of water, all right? Clear the throat because I'm at a loss of words when I think about the Buffalo Bills. All right. The amount of anger, the amount of pent-up aggression I have with this team. I'm from Canada, right? So the Buffalo Bills automatically are a team I gravitate towards. They're a team that I love. The heavy snow there, the fan base, the culture. It's so close to us. It's like Canada's home, right? It's NFL Canada. It is Canada's NFL team. I want the franchise to succeed so bad, and I try to stay unbiased, or as unbiased as I can here on the podcast. The Buffalo Bills have had so many opportunities over these last 7 or 8 years in the Josh Allen era to get it done, and we haven't. The Buffalo Bills need pressure. All right? Let's get right into it. They need pressure. They need competition. They need somebody breathing down their neck like the New England Patriots to get the job done. For 7 years, we have lived the life in our division. We have sat back and cruised through our flaky division with a crippled Dolphins team, with a Pats team post-Brady, and the New York Jets. Enough said there. We're on vacation for 6 weeks out of the season. We play the Chiefs fantastic during the regular season, yet we get pumped by the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs when it counts. Sean McDermott is too comfortable. Our defense is too comfortable. Management is too comfortable. Listen, if I was a GM, 4 consecutive losses to the Chiefs in the playoffs would honor a head coaching change for me. Would it do the same for you? I don't know. Like maybe I'm just out there. It's too out there, right? It's too out there. 4 losses. I mean, we could do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At what point do we stop? 4 losses in the playoffs to the same team should mean a head coaching change. I don't care. We need help defensively. We need a new mind at the helm of this team. I've suffered way too long with so much talent now in Josh Allen. And you know our history, our 4 straight Super Bowl losses. We could have fixed and rewrote everything if we just got 1 ring. And we're not the type of team that builds a dynasty. We're the type of team that goes on a run and gets it done 1 year and brings home a championship that will be our prized possession for eternity. That's all I'm asking. For years, I've watched Andy Reid and Mahomes dismantle our defense in the playoffs, yet we refuse to make a change. Now, I will give us credit. We went out in the draft and drafted majority defensive players. We focused on it in the draft. That being said, I still have no faith in our secondary. Even with Joey Bosa, I have little faith in our defensive line. Joey Bosa's good, but he's older and injury prone. And I'm still concerned because we can't put pressure on the quarterback. Now, we have a few studs. Don't get me wrong. They're scattered around the defense. But in general, our defense is a liability. It does not help Josh Allen. Every single year, Josh Allen goes out against the Chiefs, balls out. He's got MVP stats against the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs and no wins to show for it. And matter of fact, the media seems to think it's all Josh Allen. You know, Josh Allen can't get it done against the Chiefs. Josh Allen, this, that. Cut the bullshit. Cut the bullshit. It's McDermott. It's our defense. It's our inability to match up against Andy Reid's mind on the offense with Patrick Mahomes. Something's got to change. I'm sorry. It's got to change. Because now we got the Patriots. Somebody commented under one of my videos and asked, JV, why are you so optimistic about the Patriots being so good this year? As a Bills fan, wouldn't you pray on their downfall? They dismantled your team. They destroyed you for 2 decades with Tom Brady. I don't care. I encourage competition. I live for it. And the Bills need competition. They need a threat in their division to pick up their pants and get rolling. Put your trousers on and get rolling. Let's do something. Let's make some damage. We cannot settle for an AFC conference loss to the Chiefs again in the playoffs. I will not handle it. I won't. I absolutely won't. I will freak out. I will lose my mind. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. But I can't handle it anymore. Okay, I can't come on here on the live, watch the game, get pumped up about our big win against the Ravens, only so it all falls apart every single year to the damn same team that has ripped our heart out 4 straight times. With that being said, let's do a record prediction. So, regular season coming up. I still have belief in this team, as per usual, as any fan should with their team. We'll go week by week, talk about it, and maybe a playoff prediction. We'll see how I'm feeling. Week 1, Ravens, loss. You know, tough game to open up. They demolished us last regular season, but we got our lick back. Don't worry. We got our lick back in the playoffs. Week 2, Jets, win. Week 3, Dolphins, win. Week 4, Saints, win. Sorry, Kellen Moore and Tyler Shough, but that's a win. Week 5, Patriots, win. Week 6, Falcons, win. Coming off the Week 7 bye. Week 8, Panthers, win. Week 9, Chiefs, win. Week 10, Dolphins, win. Week 11, Bucks, loss. Week 12, Texans, win. Week 13, Steelers, win. Week 14, Bengals, loss. Unfortunately, I don't think our defense can handle Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, and T. Higgins if they're both or all 3 of them are healthy. And the Bengals usually heat up and look like a Super Bowl team only to finish 9-8 and not make the playoffs, so don't worry about them. Week 15, Patriots, win. We sweep that series, Deshaun. Week 16, Browns, win. Week 17, Eagles, loss. I think they're a far better team than us. Very simple. Week 18, Jets, win to finish 13-4 on the season. And we will be back in the AFC Conference Championship game once again. Like we are every year, because we have Josh Allen. Because we have the MVP of the league who will carry us there. But then it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the MVP. Doesn't matter the stats. Doesn't matter the offensive production. It does not. Josh Allen will get it done. We've seen it time and time again. Can the defense step up and get us a stop? I think I saw a stat, and this is off the dome right now, so don't take my absolute word for this. But Josh Allen, in playoff games against the Chiefs, has had the same amount of stops by the defense that Jalen Hurts had in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs by his defense. Something's got to change. And if that's not the stat, it's extremely close. Like, those numbers are extremely close. Something's got to change. 13-4, Buffalo Bills. Book it. I will still cheer for them, but if you're a Bills fan out there, and if we lose to the Chiefs again this year, our 5th one in a row in the playoffs, I give you my full permission to hang it up and go to another team. Just go. Go to another team, man. Enjoy life. Enjoy life as a Philly fan. You get to win. You got all this talent. Stuff happens. Deals are done. You get big-name players. They produce for you. You get defensive talent. Go have fun. Because this is not fun anymore. This is serious. And we got to get it done this year.